Want to see Aspyre Esports live? Follow our Twitch channel and click the notification bell to be notified when it's game time. Now, enjoy the video.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Aspyre stream. Aspyre versus PuertoMexico tonight is the event that you're here for. We're going to see our Rocket League boys come back in week 2 of this IGL season and look to redeem themselves. They're looking to make themselves 1-1, but PuertoMexico is going to do everything they can to make sure Aspyre remains without a win this season yet. The boys should be joining momentarily, and when they do, we're going to get right on into the action. You guys typically get these super long intros, but not today. We've come, we're amped, we're ready to get you some gameplay. For those of you that are joining us, I appreciate you so much for being here. 5, what do we look forward to, my man?
I am looking forward for our second engagement here with Aspyre Rocket League. Of course, their first debut was extremely exciting. However, they have now a week of scrims and some comp experience under their belt. I am extremely excited yet again to see how they will utilize the practice that they have done together in this past week to see if they can take a victory over PuertoMexico here.
Indeed, I'm amped. I know the team is amped. They've been talking for days. They want to redeem themselves. Now, something that you guys are going to see online on our socials, !AE in the chat. If you haven't already, go check out our social medias. You are going to see a little bit of roster updates. We have managed to sign another player who is a step-in player and manages to coach as well. They're coming off of some new strats. Hopefully, they can take home the win today. As always, if you look down below 5'7", this stream is brought to you by Rogue Energy and Eternal Customs. You can find info on both of our sponsors down below in the panels. Shout out Marshall University, who we've just recently partnered with. If any of you guys are here in chat, we love you so much. All 3 of our players are from Marshall University, located in West Virginia. The boys know each other IRL. The vibes are heavy, and they're ready to game, as they've been practicing now for hours today. I myself am coming off of casting a Valorant match. 5 is coming off of casting an R6 match, so let's hope our voices don't give out as we look to cast every single thing that happens in this match. 5, any closing thoughts before we jump on into the game?
My only closing thought is I am excited to see some high-flying action from both Aspyre and PuertoMexico here. High-level Rocket League is something that can be enjoyed not only by those who play Rocket League, but anyone who has an admiration for anything just remotely cool. Seeing explosive cars fly through the air, shooting balls at 90 kilometers an hour or whatever type of measurement they use is something that anyone with a set of eyes can look at that and say, this is going to be entertaining.
I love it.
So regardless of how the game goes, I'm excited to see some high-level Rocket League.
We go on into the game. The transition is messing with me here. Here we go. The game is underway. 4 minutes and 50 seconds at hand. Chunky rotating out. Eggy up to make the play. The pass down to Motion. Motion is going to play it off the back wall, but Chunky is there to shut it down. Eggy looking for the first goal of the game is shut down by Rico. Chunky with a big long shot here, but Isaac is able to rotate and play it into the side corner. Big push here by Mexican Soldier. Isaac receives the pass from Motion. The double tap is going to lead to a center here, but it's not going to be enough. A beautiful zero angle shot from Motion to put Aspyre on the board 1-0 with just 30 seconds of the game gone.
Just 30 seconds into the game, Aspyre jumping out to a lead here. A much different start than what we saw against Cold Phoenix. A bit of nice passing there from Motion and Isaac secure Aspyre's lead 1-0 over PuertoMexico in game 1 here.
Eggy looking to make a little bit of an aggressive play. Motion going to take this ball into the corner after receiving boost. He's looking for a pass over to Eggy, I believe. No, he takes it by himself. It's a dangerous play. Chunky there, able to make a little bit of a defensive stop. Up to Mexican Soldier, who gets shut down by Isaac. Eggy now looking to make a defensive play on Chunky, and he does. We're going to see a little bit of a breakout play here by Aspyre as Motion is able to shut down the shot from Rico. Mexican puts a shot on. A little bit of a whiff here from Isaac is going to lead to Aspyre. Like, the game is tied up. There's been 2 goals. We're only 1 minute in.
A great shot there from PuertoMexico to tie things up. I can already tell this is going to be a high-scoring series here. Mexican Soldier with that great angle from the right side. They're going to be evening things up at 1.
Isaac trying to play the 50 onto Rico. It's not going to be enough. Motion now plays the 50, and it is enough. It does lead the ball into the offensive zone of Aspyre. Chunky now playing it out. Motion gonna slowly control this ball into the corner. It bounces down off the lower crown of the ceiling, and Isaac's able to control it a little bit here. Rico with a very aggressive push. Eggy is able to make a breakout pass down to the field into the corner. Isaac now looking to follow that up. The pass is in the center, but there's no one from Aspyre there to close the door. Isaac with a big demo on the Rico. Isaac looking for another touch, but it's not going to go. Rico with a little bit of air control. Eggy shuts it down, gets the control off the wall. Aspyre there with a double commit leads to the second goal of the game for PuertoMexico, who's up now 1 point. It's now 2-1 with just 3 minutes left.
Aspyre getting caught on a double commit is never something you like to see there. A bit of a miscommunication, I'm sure, as PuertoMexico will take full advantage of that. The great shot again there from Mexican Soldier will now leave them in a 2-1 lead.
Eggy now plays the ball into the corner. A great play here as Aspyre is spread out evenly. Isaac able to capitalize on the mistake of Mexican Soldier. A difficult bounce here for them. Leads into mid. Isaac with a little bit of car angles leads a shot into the top left corner. What a beam. It's now 2-2.
Isaac able to even things out there in almost the same sort of angle, same sort of shot that Mexican Soldier had just put up for PuertoMexico there. This is an even game, back and forth, still 3 minutes remaining, and we have 4 goals scored already.
Isaac now in mid, jumping up, gonna play it down to center. Motion there, not able to capitalize. Motion going for another shot on net. Motion seems to be all over the field. Eggy now playing it down into that left corner. Chunky now playing it up. Eggy looking to shut it down, but Motion is there to support him. Isaac going for a shot on net. He puts it in. Isaac makes the game 3-2.
A great play there from Isaac. Aspyre found themselves trailing, already putting 2 goals in a 30-second span, going to be taking the lead for the first time in this game here.
Eggy gonna take the kickoff. He plays it off the left side wall, but Rico's there to shut it down. Motion into the defensive corner. Rico again there to shut it down and play it into center. Mexican Soldier up. Gonna put a shot on net, but Eggy is there to deny it. Rico with a big demo on the Motion, who was supposed to be receiving that pass. Eggy now looking to make a play. A little 1-2 here from PuertoMexico. Another difficult bounce, and 50 is gonna lead to a ball dribbling out in the open. Eggy is there to keep it in. Motion going to U-turn here, but it's not going to be enough. He's in a difficult spot. Does manage to get the littlest bounce possible, and it is going to lead it onto the hood of Isaac's car. Isaac plays it into the offensive zone. PuertoMexico does a great job to clear it out. Motion now with a beautiful ball-controlled carry into mid. It's centered. Isaac is there. The shot is on. It's past Chunky, and Aspyre is up by 2. It's now 4-2. Aspyre. 1 minute, 39 seconds left.
We saw a bit of break from action there as it had been non-stop scoring. A bit of back and forth play there from both Aspyre and PuertoMexico as Aspyre is eventually able to break this stalemate. Isaac playing a great pass off the wall there from Motion, going to be doubling the PuertoMexico points now.
Motion now with a big double touch on the right side wall is going to stall the push of PuertoMexico just as long as Aspyre needed. Chunky now putting a shot on net, but it's blocked by Motion. Motion looks to make a play, but Mexican Soldier shuts him down. A big clear here from Eggy is on net. Chunky with a big stop. Isaac able to demo him, though. Eggy here with a great pass on to Motion. Motion is up. It just doesn't have the angle. It's not going to go. Great block by Chunky. Motion with a little bit of a cookser pinch off this left side wall. Leads to Isaac playing the 50 on Rico, and it leads to a little bit of a center. Eggy able to shoot an open net shot off the left wall. Aspyre is up 3.
Aspyre taking a commanding lead here with only a minute remaining in this first game. However, this is a bit unlike the R6 game we just had. This is not a best of 1. Aspyre will have to continue this dominance to win 3 games if they want to secure tonight's match.
Indeed, this is a best of 5, and if Aspyre continues to play how they are right now, we could be looking at a 3-0 sweep. But don't count out PuertoMexico just yet. They're doing everything they can to ensure that they take it to at least a game 4, presuming that Aspyre wins this first match. The great team plays are coming in. There are tons of corrections being made from last week's match. Aspyre playing as a team. Eggy over to Isaac. Isaac looking to go back to Eggy, but it's a little bit off target. Chunky now looking to put a shot on Motion with a great 50. Is going to lead to the ball going into the right-hand corner. Rico with a little bit of control here. Isaac now is on the ball. Motion I presume is going to be the one making the play, but Rico shuts it down. Eggy goes for the pass, but whiffs. The shot is wide open. Chunky capitalizes on the mistake of Aspyre Entertainment. It's now 3-5.
Aspyre losing a bit of that momentum that they had there. PuertoMexico said that they are not surrendering this game yet, now only going to be trailing 2 points with just enough time for 2 goals possibly.
12 seconds is more than enough time to capitalize twice 5. We'll see if they can do it here. Chunky with a big touch, able to put it into the defensive left side corner for PuertoMexico. 3 seconds on the clock now. This game is out of reach. Aspyre is able to make this series 1-0. Here we go. Motion, Isaac, and Eggy showing off their moves here. Great job as we move on to this next match. Isaac manages to put a hat trick on the board.
It looks like Aspyre is a very different team than what we saw against Cold Phoenix last week. As I had said, practice is paying off here. PuertoMexico able to put 3 past Aspyre. However, this will not be an easy 3-0 for Aspyre if they plan on doing that. PuertoMexico will likely be a bit of a challenge here for Aspyre to be overcoming.
Bear with us with a little bit of technical difficulties popping up on your screen. They are resolved. Isaac, Motion, and Eggy readied up, ready to go, trying to make this match a 2-0 series so far, and PuertoMexico doing everything they can to get their first point up in the series. Aspyre looking dangerous, looking like a very nicely progressed team from last week. Rico putting up 3 assists here for PuertoMexico. A great job all around. He seemed to really be the team player. It just wasn't enough. There were plenty of opportunities that weren't capitalized by PuertoMexico. Should they be able to close the door on those opportunities, we may be looking at a very close game that leads into overtime, and I presume it wouldn't be a quick one.
We do have a sub coming in here, it looks like, for PuertoMexico. Lambda going to be filling the place of I am not sure here. Mexican Soldier will be coming in, so Pyro will be subbing out here. Or Chunky, I believe, will be subbing out here for PuertoMexico as we get the second game underway.
Here we go. Eggy over to Motion, who plays it down into that right corner. Isaac, look at this team play. It doesn't lead to a shot on net, but it is a 1-2-3 combo. Isaac now looking to make a play off this back wall. It's not going to be enough, and it's capitalized. Rico with a beautiful shot here into the top right corner of the goal. Leads to PuertoMexico up 1-0 with just 14 seconds left. Sorry, 14 seconds into this game.
That would have been quite a quick game there. PuertoMexico looking to make sure they are not going to let the momentum continue from game 1 as they jump out to that early 1-0 lead there. Lambda and Rico able to capitalize on the Aspyre mistake early.
This very interesting 50 of a kickoff leads to Rico trying to make a backboard pass. It's not going to be enough. Isaac is up, but Lambda shuts it down. Motion now making a play straight onto the hood of Mexican Soldier, who puts a shot on, but it's not going to be quick enough. Aspyre now a little shaken up. I'm sure they're going to recuperate here in just a second. Motion looking to make a play on the back wall. Isaac also on the back wall. This is not a good situation for Aspyre. They need to fix up what's going on. A little bit of a reverse rule 1 coming out here. I respect it. The players respecting this unspoken rule. Motion looking for a little bit of a flip reset here. Does not lead to a goal. Isaac with a big defensive play is not there in time. There's enough space on the right side of the net for Lambda to capitalize. It's now 2-0. PuertoMexico coming back strong.
The reverse rule 1 there from Isaac and Rico. As Former said, you love to see that respected. However, PuertoMexico will capitalize on that extra open space, now jumping out to a 2-0 lead here. Their first more than 1 goal lead that we have seen in this series so far.
Motion with a great play out of that right corner. It's not going to be enough. This is a dangerous ball here as Eggy centers it not once but twice. Lambda needing to make a touch on the ball. It's a dangerous one, surely not what they were looking for. Isaac able to shut it down. Motion going for a little bit of a cookser pinch here into the center. It's not going to be enough. Eggy does keep it in, however. The ball's in a dangerous area. Both players here that go for the ball end up whiffing. Isaac with a little bit of a shot opportunity is shut down by Rico. Motion now up is not going to be enough. 50 by Lambda. Eggy with a big shot. Motion off the back wall. Motion with the crazy redirect into the top right corner of the net. Oh my gosh.
An unbelievable play there by 2 Aspyre members. Motion rotating, doing the 180 off the wall to perfectly redirect that and cut the PuertoMexico lead in half. We have to see how both teams will respond off of that, as that is sure to generate a bit of momentum for the Aspyre side.
That play was absolutely insane. Isaac now making the 50. The ball pops out into middle motion, puts a shot on, but Mexican soldiers there to shut it down. Eggy looking for the deny on Rico's clear, but is not there in time. Motion now plays the 50 into the corner. There are 50s everywhere right now. Aspyre doing everything they can to keep the ball in the offensive zone, but PuertoMexico manages to put a clear on. Isaac now backflips and goes for the pass. Motion with a great play off the back wall. Eggy now seeming to be a little bit AFK here. Eggy is back.
Like Eggy could have had some controller issues there, as Aspyre was able to hold that quick 3v2.
It was a very hairy situation with the ball in the defensive zone. You don't want to face any technical difficulties, especially in a high elo game like this, where your record is everything in this league. Eggy now playing the ball off the back wall. Isaac is there to, thank God, clear the ball. It was a dangerous situation. Isaac also gets the shot on net. Isaac is everywhere.
Isaac going coast to coast. Mexican soldier with a few demos was able to clear out the defensive side for Aspyre, but Isaac took the ball. And that's what they needed to put it into the Aspyre net. Unfortunately for them, Isaac was able to even this game up at 2.
Aspyre does bring it back. Isaac just barely missing an opening net there. Eggy now gonna play the defense here on Mexican soldier. A great pass is not gonna be enough. Rico playing very patient, playing some defense. The demo from Mexican soldier leads to Isaac taking control of the ball and putting a shot on, but the flick is not gonna go. Lambda looking for a bunch of bumps and demos here. Isaac now playing the ball off the back right wall. He's going to center it here for his teammate. Go for a second touch. Does he air dribble this into the net? Great save here by Lambda. Eggy is there, however, to play it over to the right side. The pass is not received, though. Motion now with a little bit of a stop. Motion going to take this right side boost and push it into center. Goes for the bump on Soldier, but it's not going to be enough. Eggy there to keep the ball in. It's a pass over to the left side of the net. No one's there rotating. Eggy doing his thing, trying to keep the ball in. There's a big beam by Motion that goes off the left post and is blocked away by PuertoMexico. Isaac now looking to center it again. Eggy is there, and the ball is in, and Aspyre takes their first lead of the match. There have been 3 unanswered goals on the half of Aspyre.
There was so much passing play coming out there in the defensive zone for PuertoMexico. Aspyre had full control, not allowing them to regain boost or any sort of position, and Aspyre was eventually able to capitalize on the chaos, now leading 3-2.
An unfortunate double touch there by Isaac leads to Eggy losing a little bit of control and slows the push of Aspyre. Lambda and Soldier, a little bit of a double commit here on that right side of the attacking zone for PuertoMexico. Isaac trying to recover from a difficult touch there by PuertoMexico, but it's not going to be enough. Eggy plays it into the left corner. PuertoMexico slowly rotating around the ball as best they can. Motion is going to be able to keep it in. Plays it off that right side wall. A little bit of a fake here. It might have been a whiff. I'm not sure from a spectator's point of view, if we're being honest, but Eggy, with a great redirect, is able to take the ball off of the net and play it into the left side wall. Motion able to play it out, but Rico is there to shut it down. Eggy now up onto the ceiling. Isaac is there to capitalize on the mistake of Soldier. Lambda taking it up the back wall is gonna punch it out as far as they can, but it goes right onto the hood of Eggy, and Aspyre and now has a little bit of an insurance lead. They're now up 4-2 with just 24 seconds left.
A great play there. Eggy unexpectedly making his way into that defensive rotation from PuertoMexico. Did not expect him, as that ball was able to slowly roll into the net. Aspyre now leading 2 with 20 seconds to go. However, this game is not yet over.
I mentioned very early on that if Aspyre continues the tear that they are putting on, we could see a sweep. And as of right now, I'm not seeing that as something that's impossible. But PuertoMexico really needs to clutch up here in this third match, as this one is out of reach. Aspyre will take match number 2 as well. Great job, Aspyre, up 2-0 in the series.
This is such, again, we've emphasized this time and time so far, but this is such a different team than we saw last week against Cola Phoenix. Aspyre finally starting to mesh together as a 3-stack, getting some great passing plays, and the redirect play from Motion there was absolutely insane. That is the type of high-level play that you don't see in ranked, you don't see in your average Rocket League game. You only see from these duos and trios who have practiced these plays time and time again, over and over.
Aspyre looking to take this series out in a sweep fashion. Eggy putting 2 up on the board, a big assist from Isaac that led to a motion redirect off the back wall that we saw that 5 just mentioned. What an insane goal. We'll see if the boys can close this one out. Aspyre getting ready to have the opportunity to do so, but again, PuertoMexico now looking at a chance at a reverse sweep should they shut down this match number 3. Here we go.
PuertoMexico will elect to be putting Lambda in yet again there. Chunky will be subbing out Mexican Soldier for this game 3 here. PuertoMexico making a lot of changes to the roster as we now have 4... They swapped someone out. I saw 4 blue cars on there, so I was confused for a second. Mexican Soldier will be subbing in there for Rico, actually, as they made some last-second roster adjustments.
The issues are fixed. A couple of substitutions coming out. They also made a substitution last game that didn't work, so we'll see if these ones do. Chunky keeping the ball in the offensive zone for PuertoMexico. Lambda playing it off the back left corner. Now centering it. Motion there to shut the play down. A little bit of a breakout play here by Motion as he's able to play it over Mexican Soldier. Motion off the right side corner. Aspyre is there. What a shot by Eggy. The pass from Motion. Aspyre is up with just 14 seconds again.
Eggy able to hop right in front of Mexican Soldier, who I assume thought that he had that ball in control. Eggy flying in from off screen will have Aspyre up 1-0 only 24 seconds into this game.
Here we go. A beautiful kickoff bounce leads to Lambda putting a shot on net and bringing PuertoMexico back into this game. It's now 1-1. It was just 3 seconds after Aspyre put one on the board. Beautiful shot by Lambda.
Lambda able to continue that momentum off the kickoff somehow and was able to perfectly redirect that over the Aspyre defender. This is basically a 0-0 game.
With 4 minutes and 25 seconds left, I would agree with you, 5. Mexican Soldier with a great save. It stops Motion's shot that was just under the crossbar. Isaac now playing that right side of the field. Motion playing it into the corner. Aspyre boys really loving to play the ball into this corner and center it out from there. PuertoMexico doing everything they can to adapt to that kind of play style. And it is a little decent of changes here as PuertoMexico has already made it farther than they did last game. A little bit of a change of tides here. PuertoMexico looking a lot better than they did in the last 2 games, but Eggy puts a massive shot on Chunky, and Mexican Soldier with a big pinch to get the ball out. Lambda follows it up and plays it down, but it's not going to be enough. Isaac now going for the ball is severely under it. Nowhere close. He's now going to rotate back. Motion playing it into the right side corner. Mexican Soldier is there. Eggy plays it out. Motion to chase down the field. Lambda looking to make a little bit of a decent play, but an unfortunate bounce leads to Eggy going for a shot. Isaac playing it off the corner. Aspyre doing everything they can defensively to keep the ball in their offensive zone. Isaac now rotating to that back post. Motion with a little bit of a jump early on as expecting the shot, but it does not go. Isaac now controlling. He's going for a little bit of a pass over to Motion. Chunky there to shut it down. It's going to bounce off the back wall. Is Mexican Soldier able to put this on? No, it's over him. Lambda is there. Plays it off the back wall, but Motion plays it in the back right corner. Eggy here with a breakout play to himself. No pass goes. Motion is the last one back for Aspyre. Is able to play it into the corner. Isaac to follow it up and play it down the field. Chunky and Mexican Soldier on the ball now. Isaac to contest. Lambda plays it off the right side wall. Is going to go for a little bit of a redirect play onto the backboard. Motion is there to recover. Motion to Isaac. A little bit of a pinch here is going to lead to the ball trickling onto the left side of Aspyre's attacking zone. Isaac there trying to shut it down, but it's not going to be enough. Eggy also trying to shut it down, is also late to the ball. Here's the big pass by Motion. Isaac on the wall redirects it. The shot is on net and is shut down. Lambda with the big save here. Motion now taking the boost of the opposition. You see Lambda with just 8 boost in hand. Pads are needed for sure here as PuertoMexico may be boost starved into their next conceded goal.
Aspyre has been taking full control of this chaos here, passing it back and forth in the PuertoMexico zone. And as I say that, Chunky shuts me up. PuertoMexico taking the lead 2-1. A great play off of the pass from Lambda there, who followed Motion into the corner. Aspyre now finds himself trailing for the first time after a long pause without any action.
Chunky with a beautiful goal shows PuertoMexico their first lead of this game. There's now 2 minutes left. Aspyre needs to capitalize. Motion is already up and nearly puts one in, but Mexican Soldier shuts down the pass from Eggy. Eggy is up in the defensive zone already with a very quick rotation, is looking to break out, but Lambda lays a beautiful bump and stops the momentum. Isaac pushing out Mexican Soldiers there to shut it down. Motion, I'd imagine we see a pass here up the field, but it's not going to be enough to put it past Lambda. Lambda now bumped by Isaac quite a few times, which leads to Lambda being out of rotation should they not rotate here. This is going to be dangerous. There is an unfortunate bounce off of the PuertoMexican car. Eggy now able to put a shot on net. The assist from Motion there on the stat sheet. And Aspyre ties this game up with 1 minute and 38 left.
Lambda, I'm sure, kicking themselves for letting that bounce off the spoiler. Rocket League bounces are a double-edged sword. I'm sorry. They can go either your way, or sometimes they can end up flying into your own net.
Chunky looking for a little bit of a redirect here, but Eggy is there to say no. Lambda now keeping it in the attacking zone of PuertoMexico. Isaac off the back wall. Playing it into the corner. Eggy there to regroup. Is going to clear it down the right side of the field. Motion to push. Here is the push by Motion. It is going to be enough. It's past Soldier now. Motion with another touch. Plays it past Lambda, but Chunky is there, the last person back. Eggy plays it off that left side wall. Chunky is there again to ensure the defensive play by PuertoMexican is made. Eggy into the back left corner, is going to play it up. Lambda shuts down the breakout play, but Eggy is determined to get it out of the zone. There's the demo coming out from Lambda onto Isaac in the offensive zone. Motion with a little bit of a 50 leads to an awkward pinch. Isaac, thank God, is there to make the save. Chunky looking for an interesting car roll shot, but it's not going to be enough. Motion off the right side wall. Mexican Soldier is not up high enough. The pass from Eggy onto Motion. Motion back to Eggy. Eggy onto net. Lambda there to make the save. It's an unfortunate bounce. Eggy capitalizes, follows up on his own shot, plays for the rebound, and it is a 3-2 game with just 28 seconds left. Aspyre. That may have done it.
Lambda and Chunky a bit confused on who is going to be hitting that ball there, as Eggy again flying in from off screen, catching PuertoMexico United off guard. Aspyre now leading with 30 seconds remaining.
Mexican Soldier with a giant pre-flip save there keeps the ball out of the defensive end, but an unfortunate touch by Chunky leads to Eggy. There is now an insurance goal in hand. Aspyre came up massive in these last 30 seconds of this third match. They're up by 2 now. 15 seconds. Aspyre could have just put the game away. PuertoMexico really needs a kickoff goal, and if it's not a kickoff goal, it needs to be early after said kickoff.
Eggy has been the goal scorer here for Aspyre yet again with that insurance goal.
Lambda with a big shot on is stopped by Aspyre. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Aspyre Entertainment has done it. They have secured their very first win in the Indie Gaming League. Their record is now 1-1. I am beyond ecstatic now to take you guys back to the caster's screen as we bring the stats up. 5. We did it, bro.
All I have to say is I am glad that my predictions came true. I had said that Aspyre spent their time. I saw in the Discords that they were looking for scrims, practicing whenever they could, as they were not satisfied with last week's results against Cold Phoenix. And today was a result of all of that hard work paying off.
Manages to find it 5-4 here. Aspyre gets the round, stops momentum, and they're at match point.
This is his time to shine, but the fuse is underway. He leads in the audio cube, and he pops out just in time. Beautiful. Here on his short side, looking to find it, and does. Aspyre picks up round number 3. And another one there in favor of Aspyre. They're starting to run this one back. 21, maybe make it 2. And no, it's going to be a massacre. Everyone pistols in hand. Aspyre takes it to match